Hello, who cares who I am? Let's talk about what I got in the mail today. You know, there's like these little dolls called Funko Pop. I got my very first one in the mail today. Look what it is. It's Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. She's so adorably cute and fugly at the same time. Okay, just thought I'd show that off, just to show the nerds who watch Game of Thrones. Anyway, this is my review on Syfy's Police Academy 8 Lavalantula. So, Lavalantula had pretty much four people from the cast of Police Academy. This series right now. Where's the rest of them? Okay, so we got Steve Guttenberg, who played Mahoney. You had Michael Winslow, who played Larvell Jones, who always did those weird voices. You had Marion Ramsey, who was Hooks. And you had Leslie Easterbrook, who was Callahan, the smoking hot chick that every guy was trying to get with. And she's also in this movie back yonder. The theatrical version, not the stupid unrated version where they show a rape scene that wasn't needed. We'll get to that in October. So this one right here was actually his last one that he made. Okay, so Steve Guttenberg is the main star of Lavalantula. It's a movie with he's an actor playing an actor who's playing. He's like a deadbeat nothing. He's himself basically. He's like he used to be in his prime back in like the 80s. Now he's just doing some kind of like monster movies from silly monster movies. It's like it's a joke within itself. That's the best I can say. So yeah, he played this character named Red Rocket. He's like supposed to be some kind of superhero, like the Red Rocket. And the storyline has pretty much every other storyline you've ever seen in every other sci-fi monster movie ever made since the history of ever. Well, okay, tell me if you heard this before. It's about a dad, right? And he's like a low-life dad. And him and his wife and his son/daughter, whatever, they have a very rocky relationship. So the dad goes out, then all of a sudden he sees a monster. And then then he goes all the way back to the house. And he's saying, "We gotta go, there's a monster!" And then they believe, the wife sort of kind of believes him, but then the son/daughter has already left to go out with her friends, and then they have to try to do their best to find the son/daughter, and then they all try to fight the monsters together. Then they become one again, like a big family. That's every other movie that you've ever seen, isn't it? Tell me you've never heard that story before. I will give you $1 if you've never heard that story. I don't have any money. I'm poor. Thanks, Obama. Alright, so, yeah, the actor, well, his name is Colton West, and at the very beginning of the movie, he is making a movie with Tony Almeida from 24, and the director is Lee Winnell. Well, I mean, he plays Adam in Saw, but he's playing a director in this movie. It's so confusing. It's making my brain hurt. Okay, so yeah, he walks off the set. He just hates being in this movie, probably like how he did in the Police Academy era. Yeah, and then he goes back home. And then he's on the freeway, and all of a sudden a big volcano explodes, and then there's spiders. Okay, so these spiders come from the volcano, and which are lavalantulas. They're big spiders. So think of like eight-legged freaks, right? Well, not that big, but like the mother or the queen spider is that big. So they're huge. But the main spiders, whatever they're like about this big. Think of like me, like my size. If I was a big ass spider and I was shooting out lava. So yeah, these spiders can shoot out lava from their mouths, like. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. So yeah, his son and his girlfriend woman, which her name's Jordan. I really liked Jordan. Jordan was a cool character. I loved Jordan. This movie should have been about Jordan. So yeah, the son and his friends are like skateboarder hipster guys, whatever, and they try to fight off the spiders. And if you get bit by a spider or burned by a spider, you will spontaneously combust and then just turn into a mass of little tinier spiders. Sci-fi logic. So Colton and his wife and his son, and Jones and Hooks from Police Academy all team up to stop the spiders. He gets in his red rocket suit. There's going to be some spoilers in this, by the way. If you don't want the movie to be absolutely spoiled for you, go away. Nobody wants you here. Alright. So, toward the end of the movie, when all else fails, Steve Guttenberg gets in his red rocket suit, and he flies around like Turbo Man, like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Jingle All the Way. That's some gangsta shit. It sounded like I was about to say Adam Sandler. I wasn't. I promise. So yeah, then they made up with some scientist who tries to explain the evolution of the volcano and the spiders, which made absolutely no sense at all. So sci-fi logic. But the movie wasn't horrible, but it wasn't just awesomely great. I mean, it was fair. I mean, it's one of those, cheesy B movies that, it's okay to watch once or twice in your lifetime and say, it wasn't too bad. So I'm going to give this a B+. And they probably won't make, they made jokes in there about, we're going to need a sequel for this, and I think it was Michael Winslow that made that joke, He even did those little voices that he did back in those little, I don't know what those little weird things that he did. So yeah, that's Lavalantula in a nutshell. What should I do now? Brian, I love you. I love you so much. Why couldn't you be real so you could marry me?